Hello and welcome. I am Brian, club leader of Milwaukee Area Nerf Outings, otherwise known as Mano. In this video, I'm going to be explaining how to play a brand new game type that we've come up with called Dual Strike. The premise for this game is based on the turn-based Nintendo DS game, Advance Wars Dual Strike. In some scenarios in this game, you had your main conflict on the lower screen, but if you were victorious in the upper screen, it allowed you a major power-up to be victorious in the lower screen. We're going to be playing at Battle Company, which is an indoor laser tag arena with 2 floors. I think you can see where I'm going with this, but it's not going to be turn-based. I have a dormant project for such things called Form Force Tactics. Anyway, on to how to play. This is a team game, red versus blue. Quite simple. This is the lower floor, this is your upper floor. Get that a little bit better in frame. Unlimited lives, game ends after 10 minutes. Like I said, this game is played on 2 fronts, the upper level and the lower level. The lower level has the main victory condition, but you cannot win without the upper level. The players on the lower level can use any blasters that have a capacity of 30 or less. The players on the upper floor have jolts only, which will be provided. You cannot change levels between games, but you can tag each other from different floors. So people on the upper floor can tag the lower floor, people on the lower floor can tag the upper floor. No worries there. The difference between these is that the upper floor here is playing Bucket of Pistols. In this little mini game mode, if you are tagged, you must set down any blaster or any jolts that you are carrying against the nearest wall and go back to your team's bucket, tap it, and if you have a jolt in there, fantastic. You have a brand new fantastic jolt. You can try and tag the enemy team. You may steal from the buckets, but you can only respawn if you pull a jolt from your bucket. If you are tagged without a jolt, you must go back and touch your team's bucket, and you can carry any number of jolts, and you can indeed recover any other jolts that you find along the way, and either dual wield or be nice and put them back in your team's bucket so that other folks, if they get tagged, set down the jolt, and indeed go respawn. The lower floor, on the other hand, is playing King of the Hill. This is the main victory condition. If the first team to place 3 of their team's colored balls into the main receptacle wins. So if the red team takes their red here, sneaks around and gets this red, and then gets the red from either from their team up here or the red from up here, first to 3 wins. Fantastic. Once a ball is placed in the center receptacle, it stays there. And what they'll actually look like in game, so these are indeed just Lego representations, these are the 2 teams' scoring devices, or balls, whatever you want to call them. And this will be roughly what the center thing looks like. It'll all have stakes, and it'll be a big tube, basically, so you can put balls in there. First to 3 wins. At any point during this game, you cannot touch the enemy team's ball at all. So this red team player, cannot touch the blue one over here or the blue one over here. If it happens to get dropped in the middle, they can puppy guard it, absolutely, just stand nearby and guard it, but they cannot touch it. If you're being really pedantic, yes, you can shoot the balls with your darts. Kind of a waste of ammo in my opinion, but go ahead. If you are tagged with a ball, please set it against the nearest wall so that it doesn't become a tripping hazard. This is a very tight quarters environment. This is kind of representative of what the event will look like. You kind of imply here, the starting spot for the balls are going to be your team's buckets. And respawns, by the way, for the King of the Hill lower floor is just simple rolling respawn. Wait for the bucket to go off every 15 seconds, and then you're back in. Boom. This is the long and short of it. If there are any rule changes, I'll put them in the video description. Until next time, happy travels.